Man, them options got options, bro. I'm telling you. What's up, y'all? It's your girl and I'm back at it again with another video. Today it is going to be all about them options, because you know them options got options. If you are interested in trading stock options, then this is the beginner video for you. So I know that, like, let's go ahead and let's just take a moment. Options can be very confusing initially, okay? And I understand what you're saying. They still scary for your girl, and your girl been trading them for a minute. There's a lot into it. It's a lot that's tied into it, and you really need to know what you're doing, okay? Robinhood specifically says hey, options have a risk. Any type of investment has a risk. You have to know how to manage that thing, man. What are options? You might be thinking about that. You probably be like, dang, I thought we just learned how to trade stocks. You feel me? You thought we just gonna trade stocks. Options have the potential to give you so much more reward, but you know, with more reward comes more risk. An option is, it gives you control of 100 shares or 100 shares of that stock. One contract is 100 shares of a stock, but you have to pay a premium in order to get that one contract. So let me give you an example. So say for instance, so we're gonna use a stock that you guys probably are more familiar with. So we're gonna use Apple. Say for instance, you bought Apple and it was at maybe $1.10 for that contract, which is the premium. That price, that $1.10 that you're gonna be paying, that is your premium, right? So you have to buy 100 shares of it. It's gonna be 100 shares. So it's gonna cost you $110 to buy that one contract. So Apple is probably at 122 right now, $122 for one regular stock. That's if you're not going to use options. If you use options, then you get control of more shares with less money, but you're still paying the premium, if that makes sense. But an option basically gives you the option to exercise your right to buy those shares. You do not have to exercise your right. You don't have to. The only time you will really exercise your right is in a different case scenario if you have the money to do it. But honestly, you could go ahead and buy your shares or your one contract, and then once it goes up, the price goes up, then you go ahead and sell it and you get your profit. You feel me? So say for instance, like I said, we were gonna go ahead and buy that Apple contract at $110, right? And then that option goes up to, or that premium goes up to $120. Then you have made an extreme profit. You can, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna type out an example for you guys so that you guys can see it a little bit better. But if you can see that little potential, then you will see extreme gains, way more than you would see from just trading regular stocks. Don't get me wrong, I still trade regular, just at market price, but you can really leverage yourself by trading options. But like I said, there is a lot that goes into it. So now I'm gonna tell you guys why I love options. Options has really given me the ability to see significant gains. Now, I was very passionate about the stock market even before I was trading options, but now I'm even more passionate about it because I can see even more returns. So the returns that I was getting from trading regular stocks, maybe through Smile Direct Club or through, every time, first of all, let me just go ahead and say, let's not. Through the returns that I was receiving from stock options, it seemed like the profits were endless. It was endless profits. But like I said, there's some risk with it. But I like the more return that I get from options. Yeah, it might be a little bit more that goes into it, but the benefit that you get from them is exponential. So I'm going to be breaking down how we can go ahead and get into options. So I'm going to be giving you guys the basic understanding of options, and then I'm going to be showing you some examples through Robinhood of how you can actually trade options. So yeah, and make sure y'all go ahead and click that subscribe button, you feel me? Make sure you guys go ahead and click that notification bell, bro, because you're not going to be able to know when I'm posting if you don't click that notification bell, because sometimes, YouTube be tripping. So options trading can be a little bit scary in the beginning. We might be a little fearful of that thing. Scared money don't make no money though. So you might have to just go ahead and we gotta figure out the basics first. So let's go ahead and get into these basics. Go ahead and get into these definitions, these little tips, you feel me? Let's go ahead and get into that thing. So first, what is a stock option? So a stock option is basically the right but not the obligation to buy or sell a stock at an agreed upon price price and date. So there's two types of options. You can buy a put and you can buy a call. Call, you think that thing gonna ride, you think that thing gonna shoot up like that plant right there. You think it's gonna shoot up, you feel me? Now a put, you think that thing gonna go down, you feel me? I don't fuck with puts, but I go ahead and I do them calls though. But it basically gives you the opportunity to make money on the downside, and it gives you the opportunity to make money on the upside. So, you know, them options got options, you feel me? Basically, when you buy an option, you're saying, hey, I feel like this stock is going to go up to this price, or it's going to go down to that price. But we're going to go ahead and keep it at calls, which are, remember, it's like that plant, the thing gonna shoot up, right? So we're going to go ahead and stick to that so that we don't get like too confused. So if you go ahead and you buy a call and you think that the price is going to go up, then that means that you're going to have to like predict where you think the price is going to go to. That's where like analysis will really help you out. But like I said, we're going to go ahead and stick to the base. You think that the price is going to go up to maybe you think it's going to go up to $120, right? So you go ahead and buy an option for a premium, and you basically are saying, hey, it's going to go to that price. That price that you think it's going to go up to is your strike price. That's when you win. That's your money. You're in the money. Like you good if it goes to that price. You can also sell before it gets to that price and still collect a profit. It doesn't have to hit that price for you to collect a profit. It doesn't. You can go ahead and get out whenever you want to, or whenever your plan says to get out. But remember that you don't have to wait to that strike price. You do not want to let your option expire. And that leads me to the next piece. So there's a certain date for all contracts. So the difference between like a contract and regular stock options, or stocks, the difference between the two is, for an option, they have an expiration date. If you don't buy, if you don't do something with it, that thing gonna expire as worthless, and you bet not let it expire as worthless. Now for a regular stock or a market price stock, you can hold that for as long as you want to. You can hold that until your deathbed if you want, but really, I mean, quick little profit, hold that thing for a long time. You feel me? Like you gotta like figure out what kind of trader you want to be. So you guys remember when I was telling you about like that amount that you would have to pay, or that premium that you would pay before you can actually exercise your right, or before you can, you know, have access to that option? That is that dollar that I was talking about, or that $2 that I was talking about. That's the amount that you would have to pay in order to control these 100 contracts. So it's basically saying like, hey, you go ahead and pay me this upfront, and then when it hits your strike price, or when it hits like the price where you feel like you're ready to sell it at, then you can go ahead and give me your premium, and we'll give you your profit. So basically, say for instance, like you paid $300 for that contract, or you paid $300 for the contract, and the premium was $3, and you control 100 shares. So if you were to sell it at, say for instance, it went up to $5, the premium went up to $5, and you still controlling that 100 shares, it would go up to $500, and then you would have a $200 profit. So you see how much that's extreme. You feel me? Like if a regular stock went up to $1, then you just get that one little stinking ass dollar. But if it went up $1 for your option, man, look, that is extreme, because it has all these cents where it's just continuing to add up. That's 100 shares of that option, or that stock that you're controlling. You can only imagine, like, you know, multiplying how much you pay time, you know, 100. Think about that. You guys remember when I told you that there's two types of options? There's a call and there's a put. Now, like I said, there's a call and there's a put. Call, like I said before, that means you think that the stock is gonna go up like that plant, and then a put is you think that thing is gonna go down. So down like my hair, you feel me? You know, got that hang time. That thing is going down. So when you're getting that contract, you feel me, the further out your expiration date is, the higher that contract is gonna be, that premium is gonna be, because that's giving you more time for it to hit your price. So they like, no, you're not about to go ahead and dupe us. You gotta go ahead and you're gonna pay that extra money, because the more likely your option or your contract is of hitting your strike price. So they make you pay a higher premium, but you kind of want to give yourself some wiggle room. You want to give yourself maybe, like, I never like buy a contract that's like a couple of days when this contract is about to expire. I'm not about to go ahead and buy that, because it might be cheap, but what if it doesn't hit my price? You feel me? What if it continues to go down and then I don't have enough time for it to go back up? No. So I give myself enough time to really be able to see that price movement. I'm not gonna buy anything less than like 2 weeks. So I bought some contracts today, and there was an option for it to end. So today's December the 2nd. Today's December the 2nd, and the options were supposed to expire December the 4th, I think. And then there was another option for it to expire December the 11th. So December the 11th is next Friday. I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and buy that December the 11th. It was a little bit more expensive, but that's okay. You don't want to, you really do not want to put yourself in like a situation where you can't, you just can't, you don't have any other choice but to go ahead and sell your option. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Go ahead and pay like that a little bit extra money so that you can, you know, get that high return when, you know, it is time to go ahead and sell it. But like I said, I'm never going to go ahead and tell you guys when to buy or sell, but I really do suggest that you give yourself some wiggle room. That way that you can like give your option or your contract enough time to really like, you know, fluctuate enough to actually hit your strike price. I want to go ahead and let y'all know about something. So, you know, there's multiple different like stocks within, you know, the market, you feel me? And not all of the stocks are going to have the same expiration date. Not all of the stocks are going to have even the same expiration like month, you feel me? Like there's been times where like today, for instance, like I decided that I'm going to trade Apple, and then Apple had a whole list. Like I had so many options. I could like buy and sell it, and you know, I could literally like pick, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sell it in 3 days. I'm gonna go ahead and sell it, you know, 4 days, 5 days. You feel me? Like it had so many options. It had months, it had years, it had a lot of options. But then there was like smaller stocks, you know, they didn't have as many. They might, you know, maybe you could sell it this Friday or you can sell it next Friday, but then it'll jump all the way to the next month and then like maybe the next year. But it doesn't have as many options as Apple. So not all stocks have the same expiration date. So you really want to look into, you know, what gives you the best option. All right guys, so I really do think that you guys have gotten the basics of it. I hope I wasn't too, you know, like I hope, you know, you got some value from what I just told you. So let's go ahead and get into these examples, you feel me? So here I got ExxonMobil. So I actually invested in this stock, or I bought an option today. That thing literally went right down after I bought it, but you know, whatever, like it usually does that. But you know, you gotta keep your trading plan. You gotta go ahead and, you know, stick to that thing because no panic selling, you feel me? So let's go ahead and get into this. Let me go ahead and show you how to get to it first so that you guys can not be confused. So we're gonna look up ExxonMobil. All right. So as you can see right now, it is at $39.98. So it was up 3.74% today, and I've got into it probably around like $40.20. You feel me? So, you know, whatever, that's cool. I bought an option for it, but let me, I'm not supposed to be explaining what I did. Let's go ahead and get into, how we're gonna trade these options. So here you click for your options. So as you can see, there's a $40 call, there's a $39 call, there's a $38.50 call, a $41 call right above the 40, and a $42, and then there's plenty others. Feel me? So let's go ahead and stick to the $40 call. Actually, let's go ahead and stick to the $39 call because that's what is called in the money. So if you look at that $39, that is your strike price. So that is basically the price that you think that your option or your contract is going to hit, or you think that the stock price is going to hit within like that amount of time. So this is options that are going to be expiring on December the 4th. So your break-even price, which is basically, you know, like, you know, really, I really don't pay too much attention to it, but your break-even price is $40.56. So, or your break-even price is $40.18. So, I mean, to be honest, like this option or this stock really moved a lot. And it went down from my price to, you know, past that. So, you know, it's moving pretty good. It has a pretty good volume, but besides that, then you see your break-even percentage, which is 0.50%. And then the percent change would be 168.18%. Can you imagine that percentage on a regular stock? No. And then we have the actual change, which in cents would be 74 cents. So basically, you will be paying $1.18 for that stock. So, or for that option, and that would equal $118. So let's go ahead and add that. So you go ahead and you click on the $39 call, you are on buy and you see call, don't make sure that you really are paying attention to that, because I have accidentally bought a put before when I really meant to buy a call, and I was sitting there looking stupid trying to figure out why is my stuff going down, because literally the stock was going up. It's because I bought a call. I bought a put because I was being in a rush. Good traders are patient. So make sure that you got the ones selected that you want selected. So here we got our long call. Basically for $39, we have a $39 strike price, and it expires on December the 4th, which is Friday. And that's not a lot of time, like I said. So the total cost is gonna be $1.18. So when it shows you here that it's gonna be a contract for 100 shares each, and the limit price, you're gonna be paying, like I said, $118. But you see those two numbers, that 1.15 or $1.15, and then the $1.20. So people have the option, or you might not get filled immediately. That's like the thing that I've been running into. I'll buy it and it'll follow straight through my right into my trading plan, and then it doesn't get filled because nobody's selling it at that price, so there's nothing to buy. But sometimes the Robinhood is playing or whatever, but whatever. More times than not, if there's a good amount of volume and there's a lot of people trading that stock, then you should get filled. So basically, you have a bid price and you have an ask price. So they're bidding at $1.15, and then they're asking for $1.20. So if you put your price at somewhere in the middle, or if you just go ahead and buy at market price, then you should get filled. So you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna buy one contract. So like I told you earlier, that max cost is gonna be $118. That's what you're gonna pay upfront in order to get those 100 shares. So I'm not gonna buy it because I already have an option, and plus the market is closed right now. It's currently $5.50 right now, so I'm not gonna be able to even get filled. But as you can see, those are options. That's how you buy it. That's super easy, and then you just go ahead and review the order, and then it'll go through. You just gotta wait to get filled. So I hope I didn't confuse you guys. I hope I really helped. You feel me? I don't know what else I could tell you guys. There's a lot more things that go into, buying a stock, or buying a contract, buying an option. It's a lot that goes into it. But I will be making another video so I can go more in depth with you guys, show you guys more in depth way of getting into it, maybe technical analysis, and then even buying an option on here for you guys. That's it for this video, you guys. I really do appreciate every single one of you that have watched. I hope I really did help you guys. Go ahead and click that subscribe button, smash that thing for your girl. If you smash that like button, it's gonna really help me out. You feel me? Don't you want to help your girl get far in this YouTube thing? You feel me? So I can help as many people as I can possibly help. You feel me? So go ahead and click that subscribe button for your girl. But anyways, thank you guys again for watching. I hope I helped at least one of you. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments down below, or you can go ahead and message me on Clark Investments. If you want to follow me, then go ahead and do that too if you want. You feel me? You don't got to. You got the option. No. Alright, guys, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate you. So I'm gonna catch you next video.